back with another episode of Ronin, the solo RPG of feudal Japan. Here is our long journey so far from all the episodes that we've done, all the places we stopped along on our map. We last left off when, I'll go a little bit back, we stopped in an inn to grab a bite to eat along the road, and we were approached by a gentleman who wanted to speak to us. He brought us to his master inside of, a cart outside, or whatever, a wagon, excuse me. And we spoke. He wanted me to kill a samurai for him. Kill someone that betrayed him along the way. While we were pretty much reluctant to do that because we don't like to kill people, we decided to take the mission anyway because we felt maybe this noble clansman needed some justice in his life. So we went to the next town, which wasn't a town, it was actually a large city, who was run by the Usagi clan, the Rabbit clan. And as we walked inside the village, we were approached by two guards, who immediately decided to try to arrest and attack us. We did have a high reputation. We got one for coming into the village. We also got one for allowing the soldiers to live. I should have got two, but you can't go any higher on reputation, so we're maxed on reputation. After we were done with that, we went and hunted down that samurai that we promised to kill, and we killed him. Which, I don't know why I wrote down that. I should have wrote down rest in peace. Sorry. Rip. So we got 2 kills here and a bunch of knockouts. But you never know. One of these soldiers could come back and help us later on. But we're back on the road. We're going to circle it up this way. We'll write down our results, if anything, here. So let's head back on the road. On the road again. The route on the road again. And it's a 2 this time. A road encounter. Alright, so we don't get to see anybody important just yet. 5 and a 1. Y'all see that? 5 and a 1. If you recently left an enemy alive, it comes your way to fight +1. If not, you found nothing. Oh, well. We did. He was already spoken for, so we put a little X next to him. So we have the soldiers. One of the soldiers, fine. He comes back for revenge. He chased us down outside of the road, so soldier back. So he gets a, what was that, a 5 and a 1, 5 and a 1. Fight +1 with no block. Alright, well. He jumps us on the road as we were walking out of town, trying to get a jump start on us. We got +2, they got +1. 6 and 7. Woo! We actually lost the block. So our blocks are down to 2. Round 2. I'll slide this back over. It's a 2. We defeat him. So we knock him out. Let him stay on the side of the road. This goes back to 3. Replenishes. We just shake our head and we lie him on the side of the road. We don't kill him. We just move along on our journey. So let's head down. 2. Okay. You have reached a village. Here you can help people to earn 1 compassion or just take shelter to earn 1 determination. We're going to get our compassion back. And it's a small town. Helped town. So we go into town and we see that there was recently just a flood and the houses were pretty much ruined. So we come into town, we see the people, scavenging for their belongings and trying to help their family members out who have been lost in the flood. And we decide to spend some time helping find family members who were lost, help collect some of their things, and we spend a little bit of the day cleaning up and trying to make some of the houses livable again, and we get our compassion back. And we stay there for the night under one of the houses that we've cleared out, a nice warm fire, have some food and drink, and prepare for our day on the road again. So let's see what our journey takes us to today on the road. We'll use our white die. This is it. All these things can get us our villain. Or If you have a reputation of 5 or more, a villain has found you. If not, villain number 1. Let's do it. Since we're already here, let's do our villain name. 50-50, male or female, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woman. A woman. 2, 5. 2, 5. Sara. Okay. Let's see what Sara looks like. 4, 1. He's bald? Okay. We'll do bald. It's kind of an odd look for a woman, but why not? Let's see her technique. 2. Jiddle. Or jitty. Ugh. So, let's put down jitty. Fight. 1. Block. 2. So, if ties, destroys the opponent's blade. Oh, crud. I... Destroy blade. Which one's that? So it's these... Oh, they kind of look like those Psi weapons. But we also got to flip to the villain section. Alright, so we can actually determine where we meet them. So white die, black die, 3 and a 3. So it's a deserted beach on the side of the road, and it's during a windstorm. During windstorm. Villain. Sara. Let's find out her backstory and how she's related to me. This is for the final villain. So, let's see here. Just make sure technique. Also determine the villain's payable 18. Done. Perfect. 4. This villain is a mercenary hired by the final villain. You still don't know. I know who the is because I already made it up. But you already know his name. Well, we do. So, Merc hired to kill me. Oh boy. This is going to be a rough one because we may not make it through this. He looks pretty powerful, but got a +1. I got a +2. Let's see how we do. 3, 3, tie. Oh man, she destroyed my weapon. What am I going to do? Well, I have another one, so that gives me 6, 2. He loses a block. So that's 8. That's 7. He loses another block. Boom. She has been defeated. KO. We get another compassion because we don't kill her. We don't have to. We just defeat her. We leave her on the side of the road. So we're walking down the road, and we notice that the land... we notice it starts getting windy out. And then we look over and we see that we are entering an area that looks a little bit different than the rest. It's kind of a beachy area near the side of the country, I guess. And there's water, and we can feel the breeze coming in, and it feels pretty good after being around and walking and just traveling in the lands. It was kind of a little, maybe it was a little bit hot, and now it's just like, Then suddenly, as we are turning around after admiring the beautiful scenery on the beach, we see a woman, a bald woman, who has these 2 weapons outstretched, looking at me with this evil look in her eyes. And I stop for a second and say, "Who goes there?" And she says, Shin, we finally meet. And I look confused at her and say, "Who are you? And why do we meet?" To Shin, "I have a message from Daichi. He says, I hope you burn in hell." And then a battle starts as she jumps into the air and attacks. And our weapons clang for the first attack. And she breaks one of my swords. And we're like, oh no! One of my swords is damaged, as in I'm down to only one weapon of fighting. And we go back and forth, taking blow after blow, and finally I defeat her, knocking her to the ground as she's passed out. I have the chance to slay her, but I do not. She's defeated. Villain 1. Defeated. As I knock a die off the table. That's not too good. Let's get that die back. So that's Villain 1. Let's head into town because we need to find a blacksmith to repair our weapons. Luckily, we do have an ally blacksmith, which allows us to do that. But we could run into another villain. So let's just see what happens. 5. Okay, well, you arrive in a town. If you have a reputation of 5 or more, you're approached by 2 soldiers. You get 1 reputation and urban encounter. Well, we can't get any more of that. We do soldier. 0, 0. We can't get any more reputation. So we got 2 of them. And then we get an urban encounter as well. So, alright, well, we're tired. One of the weapons is broken, so that's a 3 and a 3. Tied, nothing. 5 and boom. Knocking him out. We get some more compassion for that. We are full on compassion. That's perfect. Next soldier. Boom. We'll KO him. We can't get any more compassion here, so. Urban encounter time. Let's do the table 14. The 2 soldiers come up to me and they're like, "Come with us. We know of what you've done in the past. You've defeated soldiers in certain towns." So let's do here. It's a town. And soldiers defeated. Let's do our urban encounter now. A 1 and a 2. That 1 chart. You discover a doctor lives in this location. Well, I'm not going to look for the doctor because I already have a doctor ally. Don't need another one. I do need my weapons repaired, so I'll go to the blacksmith in town, which is somehow related to Takuma, some type of maybe network, repair weapons, and boom. We repair our weapons, we're back to normal, and then we head out for, well, we camp, we go to the inn for the evening in town, and we rest up after our weapons are, well, we'll say our weapons are being repaired. We'll pick them up in the morning. So, tell me what you think. I'm going to leave it off here for a short episode. We've experienced our first villain, Sara. She was bald. She had 2 weapons going after us. We got into a big clash of battle. We defeated her and knocked her out, and we left her defeated, and she slinks off, embarrassed, not able to send Shin to hell, which she wanted to do. So, we're doing good. We're doing really well here. Tell me what you think of the story so far, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to sign off here. Leave comments, like, subscribe.